Boy, the Argentinian players really get into their national anthem, which is great to see as the All Blacks now get ready for the haka.
When the Argentinians face them, they are confrontational, these chaps, there's no doubt. Giving us his feelings.
It's popular in this part of the world, the haka, for sure. So the All Black reserve players, 7 of them jog from the fields, leaving the starting 15.
It's very inclusive, though, this team. It has that feeling, even though there's a lot of talk about it. 29-member squad, very inclusive. All those reserves certainly included in everything, and of course will make their entry.
First 5 minutes is going to be very interesting as we look at today's referee. Nigel Whitehouse of Wales did the All Blacks against Scotland at the end of the Grand Slam tour last year, assisted by David Pearson of England, Eric Darriere from France, and Guillermo de Santos of Italy as the TMO. And we're about to get this test match underway. Vallis Sarsfield in Buenos Aires. Federico Tottosini. Referee sounds the whistle and the test match is underway, and it bounces out of the arms of Jason Eaton, and the All Blacks have it. Wepu back for Dan Carter, drills it, a long kick downfield, and Argentina having to go back, and it's Aramburu back to Hernandez, and he puts it into touch as we go to the first set play of the game, which will be a line out 5 meters in All Black territory.
I'm not surprised that Dan Carter kicked the first ball. I'm sure the tactic for this New Zealand side would be to get out of their territory, out of that, inside that 22 at least. I mean, in recent times we've seen them move the ball inside the 22, but not tonight in the first 15, I would say.
So Anton Oliver to throw to this first line out. And nicely claimed by Eaton, but he just drops it on the ground. Falls for Wepu. Carter gives the in pass to Rico Gear. He sets it nicely. Now the first pass goes Collins, and Williams can't hang on. Chance of a counter-attack as it's snapped up by Ledesma. And the ball was knocked on both ways. So we go to a scrum, and this is what everybody's getting excited about, I think.
It's the first time I've ever been commentating a match when the first scrum is called and everybody starts singing. So they're big on their scrummaging.
Just signs there of how difficult things are going to be, though. It's only drizzle, but it's done its damage.
Yes, it's not cold, is it, Tony? It's just a nuisance.
From the flag, I won't be up there. Not so quick, please.
Slight advantage, weight advantage for the All Blacks.
Engage. Push them up.
Good scrum here by Argentina, off the back by Longo. Pichot keeps it low, skidding towards the touchline, and Leon McDonald lets it go. Just a little bit greasy on the surface, and Augustin Pichot, vastly experienced player, plays at Stade Francais, along with 2 or 3 others in this team. In fact, all but 2 of them based in Europe. So Oliver goes again to Eaton, can't hang on. Taken in by Hassan. And the Pumas have a good advantage here. They're only 12 metres out from the line. Looking as though they want to organise a drive here. P-Shot gives it up, but Oliver is quickly in to make the tackle. Now P-Shot hands it off and stabbed through, but nicely read by Wepu. Kick made by Todashini, but Wepu was in very good position. Now the All Blacks need a halfback, and looks like Tony Woodcock is going to do the job. Now, in fact, Scott Hamilton comes rushing in and sends it off to his Crusaders teammate Dan Carter. That's a good probing punt downfield. Going back after this is Martin Durand, and Hernandez inside his 22. And the All Blacks win that battle as the flag goes up around about the 10-metre line in Puma territory.
Well, just some early signs there. One of the strengths of the Pumas game, the line out. It was a disaster at the last World Cup because they couldn't throw the ball in straight, but their line out drive is one of the best in the game.
Anton Oliver's gone to twice gone to Eaton and missed out. All Blacks going in after this. Nice, snapped off the ground. Now here's a chance for Todashini. He gets support from Contamponi. He's a dangerous runner. 15 out from the 22, right in centre field. Now P-Shot gets it across to Todashini. Contamponi back in the action. The referee's got the arm out penalty. All Blacks offside. And that came from a messy line-out.
Two line-outs in a row where New Zealand have been unable to grab their ball. I think there was poor communication. The throw went to Mr. Nobody, and Ethan couldn't pull it in the first time. So Argentina also playing a territory game in this first 5 minutes. Very calmly playing for position. And on that occasion they took the mistake and capitalised, kept the ball in hand, and just put New Zealand under pressure running backwards.
So Federico Todashini, who last week against the Welsh kicked 30 points, 8 penalties, 3 conversions, has an opportunity here to put the Pumas in front. Guides it through easily. Argentina 3, New Zealand 0.
Yes, high percentage success rate this kicker, Todashini. And it was just a lovely stroke, wasn't it? So this is where the ball went loose. Jerry Collins was a good idea. He picked up the loose ball and looked for a quick pass. Didn't quite get it away.
Carter makes the kickoff, goes to the blind side, and Williams has stayed out there for the All Blacks. And Argentina controlling this just out from the 22. P-Shot, awkward pass. All Blacks coming in quickly, and the hurried kick is made. Got out of it well, Hernandez, and has taken play back to halfway. He did very well.
Oh, he was calm, wasn't he? He sort of dropped it onto his foot, really.
Yes, they do look very measured. They look very confident, very calm, very well organised in what they're doing at this early stage of the game, the Pumas. This is their 3rd game, of course, in as many weeks.
Well, we're used to them being in a sort of a frenzy normally, I guess.
Oliver's throw this time, he goes to Williams. He dumps it down, makes it hard for Wepu. Away it goes to Scott Hamilton, and try to push Durand out of the road. Wepu now feeds it off to Carter, props, and again puts it away down towards Juan Martin Hernandez. No pressure on him this time, and that's a big punt.
Oh, lovely kick.
Not out though, as Carter knocks it back in field. Now this fella who's come up to challenge Carter, that's Todashini. No way he's onside, as the kick is made for touch by Leon McDonald. And just a little bit of a kicking duel in the early stages. Scott Hamilton getting involved early.
A couple of exciting young players in that Argentina backline. Tiesi, we haven't seen him yet, the centre from London Irish, just 21. Scored a couple of tries last week. And Todashini, he's so good. They have decided he's so good that they've pushed Contempomi out to inside centre, where normally fills the number 10 role.
Well, they've had some good midfield backs over the years. Argentina, they don't always use them though. Here they are trying to maul the All Blacks, not making a lot of ground as yet. Now they go. Holding their feet nicely too as they get stopped on the 10-metre line. And now the All Blacks regroup. And in fact, now it's a second surge coming. P-shot works it away as Hernandez, in fact, came up from fullback. And the first penalty goes to the All Blacks.
Well, they had a go, the Pumas up front. They tried to drive, they tried to maul, but they didn't quite. Well, it wasn't conclusive, I guess. The All Blacks were up to it, and you'd expect them to be so. But there's a certain calmness about this Argentinian team.
Well, they're vastly experienced, Murray. A lot of them over 30 years of age, so they've been around a while.
I see that. 11 players over 30.
Deep throw was tipped by Tuiali'i. Now here's Wepu. Had a bit of trouble tidying that one up. Oliver feeds it off to Jerry Collins, and the captain for the day charging up towards the 10-metre line. Tuiali'i goes. Got support from Jason Eaton. Another pass goes off this time to Chris Marsoe.
Great tackle.
And it's a penalty as the Pumas put their hands on the ball on the ground. So this will be a shot at goal from Dan Carter, no doubt. Chance to welcome our international audience, wherever you might be watching. South Africa, UK, Australia. Been some very interesting international rugby results come through in the last 24 hours or so. France over South Africa in Cape Town. That was a big result for the French. And Australia over Ireland in Perth.
Yes, John Connolly's Australia. They're doing well. Cleaned up England and dealt to Ireland, and look out for France.
So here's Dan Carter. His first kick of the day. And that's the way to silence the crowd. Penalty goal by Dan Carter. And we've had about 9 minutes first half, 3-all.
There's a real sense of the surety about Dan Carter. I was watching him kicking just before this game started. He was just stroking them over one after another.
Todashini restarts. Anton Oliver claims it and gets past the first tackle too. Setting it right on the 22 for Wepu. Back for Carter. Another big left-footed kick coming up from Carter. And Hernandez lets it go. And the All Blacks take play inside Puma territory.
I think you could say it's a successful start for this All Black side. Very wary, of course, of the fire and enthusiasm that was promised here today in the first 5 and 10 minutes. And they've quelled the crowd to a certain amount, and also the Argentinian team. And I'd imagine them to start wanting to create some go forward now and move the ball around shortly.
Ledesma throws. It's untidy. It's been snapped up by Eaton as the referee waves play on. Now it comes to Wepu. High pass to Carter. Across to Tui Tupou as the All Blacks use the backs. Nice pass. And a transfer goes across to Toiava. High pass to Gear. Rico Gear looking for support inside from Toiava. And now here's a dive for the corner by Leon McDonald. And the try given. First try of the match scored by Leon McDonald. The All Blacks used their backs and used them effectively.
Oh, outstanding try. There's no doubt. They were under pressure. The Argentinian backline was up, putting real heat. A couple of great passes we saw in the midfield. Players under pressure, moving it to a man in a better position. Getting an overlap. Gear having his first little run on the outside and keeping the ball alive. Here it is. Here are these good passes. So they missed Jerry Collins. Tui Tupou, a little bit of a pluck. Somehow he offloaded. Hamilton threw the man beautifully. Some go forward, and then the long pass, putting Gear away on the outside. Not quite slipping his man, but enough to keep the ball alive. Tuiava did very well, didn't he? Set it up, gave New Zealand a chance, and McDonald, oh, his eyes, always an eye for the moment, McDonald.
Stayed on the blind side, Leon McDonald, and scored his 13th try in Test matches. Carter from the sideline to the hissing of the crowd, but this time he is astray. But the All Blacks starting well with a try by Leon McDonald after the backs have been effective. Rico Gear, Isaiah Toiava playing at centre today, did very well. And there was no defence down the blind side, and in goes McDonald. Todashini kicks off. Again, it's Oliver. This time he's nailed as soon as he gets it. Wepu for Carter again. Under a bit of pressure, but he's got a long kick away again downfield. Adam Buru, the left winger, going back. Just a little bit slippery on the surface here. And the clearing kick made by Hernandez. Another one of these Stade Francais players in the Puma team.
Gosh, Dan Carter is getting prodigious length with his punts. He knows the ball's skidding. The first couple even didn't seem to strike them all that well, but boy, they went a long way.
And he's kicking them to land too, isn't he? In the gaps, he's finding, not trying to put it out or near the touchline.
Well, it was a clever change of angle that time, Murray.
Just a few early problems in the lineouts as Oliver throws. This time Collins comes up and takes it at number 2. High pass dragged in by Carter. Jabs it through, but Hernandez read it well, but he's outside the 22, so he can't mark it. And the All Blacks swarm in. They might have turned him over. No, they've been penalised.
I'll tell you what, it could have gone the other way, that penalty. New Zealand going forward. A player tackled, and I would have thought he was holding on to the ball myself.
Well, he's penalised the tackler for not rolling away, but gosh, another one of those 6 of one, half dozen of the other situations, and it's the attacking team that gets penalised.
But once again, it was Daniel Carter just putting it over the top, off the side of his foot intentionally. He knew it would be fielded, but he was up like a shot and pulled off the tackle. And when you've got your whole team going forward and the opposition going backwards.
Plenty of lineouts in the game, very few scrums so far, as Argentina dragged down, I suggest, but it wasn't straight.
Good to see Jerry Collins in the last lineout, calling himself. In fact, don't you love it when you see the captain putting it on his own shoulders and pulling it off?
They might have been unlucky with the last penalty, but they were lucky that time. Jerry Collins was all over him.
So here's a scrum All Black ball, and it's a good solid scrum too. Wepu off for Carter, back on the inside at Tupo, and the referee's blown the whistle, and he's penalised the All Blacks. Now I can't hear the referee, so I'm not sure. I think he's saying that they were holding one of the Puma players,
obstructing the Pumas going forward. There's a good Tupo on back on the inside. Looked like he ran right through space, but maybe it was because there was a player obstructed. Maybe. I'm not convinced.
It's like a shot at goal coming up here from Todashini. He plays for Béziers in France. Anton Oliver's gone up to get an explanation of what that was all about.
Well, if he plays for Béziers, he'd be doing lots of goal kicking, lots of kicking, full stop. Renowned for their forward power in years gone by. Not quite as ominous today, though. But it's very interesting to see 13 of these players playing professional rugby, building their careers in Europe, and also the consistency opportunity for the Pumas.
No professional rugby in Argentina as such. Todashini certainly got the distance, but he's just pulled that one away to his left. So it remains 8 points to 3.
But the strength of the game is in the clubs, Nisbo. It's good to see. I'm delighted when I found out all about that.
Carter's again a long one down to Aramburu. Now Todashini runs it up. This will come down around about the 10-metre line. Carter jumps early and claims it. Hamilton gets it quickly away for McDonald. Taking it a good tackle, Leo McDonald. All Blacks getting there quickly as Wepu fires it low for Carter. Again, he puts his boot to it. Not such an effective kick. And it is return. In goes Wepu to claim it, but it's taken off him. And he's found another penalty. Has Nigel Whitehouse of Wales.
First time the ball was there to be played by the Blues. Okay.
Mossy
I don't want them diving in, please, skipper. Diving in on the tackle, no more.
Let's have a little look at it. We saw Wepu, we thought had it, but he didn't. And where is Tuilehi?
Yep. There's your mark.
No, we couldn't see him. So the referee may have been on the spot.
I think the signal was he got him for going in off his feet, perhaps sealing the ball off.
"17 minutes gone first half." Good looking kick. Accurate again from Federico Totoshini. 2 penalties tonight for him. 8 points to 6 the All Blacks lead.
Well, the referee's presence is noted. 6 penalties already.
Offside.
Kickoff made. Ball falling. Marceau, he couldn't snap it up. And the first knock on came from the Pumas.
Go, go, go. No, stay up, ball's away. Ball's miles away.
Well, there's no singing before this scrum.
Wait, yeah, wait for ball.
So New Zealand wanting a solid platform.
Is good. Wait on, crouch and hold. Wait for me.
Wanting a solid platform, and the Pumas wanting to disrupt. Pretty good platform, that looks like to me.
Another good scrum. Tuialiti takes it off. Carter, straight across it goes. Toiava slips out of one tackle, looking good in midfield. Goes to ground about 18 metres short. Now Collins gets the pass. He also gets out of a couple of tackles.
Away, Blues!
All Blacks looking to spin it wide, but McDonald's on his own here. Has to take it to the setup inside the 22.
There we are.
And the ball bouncing off the hands, I think, of Wepu, and the clearing kick is made downfield.
Well, New Zealand having a crack, throwing it at them, moving it. Here's Tuiava looking good when he slipped a tackle. Good to see. It's a big test for him this game today. A lot of questions asked about his experience at centre.
Well, you only need to talk to Wayne Smith to know just how much he regards Tuiava as a prospect, Murray. He thinks he's exceptional talent.
Jerry Collins goes in short again, tips it on the All Black side, but an Argentinian player came through, looking suspiciously offside. Now the Pumas have it, just near the 10-metre line. And Wepu got through. Now it pops out the back again. Picked up by Fernandez Lobat. That's Juan Martin. Now they have a crack, and there's an opportunity here, and a sprint for the corner, and Martin Durand has scored. All Blacks caught napping down the blind side, and Durand the try scorer.
Well, it was an excellent try, because there was no defence on the short side, no cover. It was Anton Oliver, and he was by himself. And there was a decent size too, a good 15 metres to work with Argentina had. Now, we can't see Oliver there, but he moved around, missed the tackle. Nobody home here, fullback out. McDonald took the last man. And he went across, well, easily. I mean, he ran 25 metres without a defender anywhere near him.
But it was just so superbly summed up by Pichot. He's such an experienced player. Seized the moment. Now the crowd is lifting in its intensity. They've been very quiet so far.
This has all the makings of a memorable game, this one. Totoshini.
Well, it certainly does now after that try.
Oh, he's a lovely kicker. Easily converts from near the sideline. And the Pumas now lead by 13-8.
He's had another look from this angle. Oliver had 3 men to mark. So it was Hamilton that pulled off the last tackle, not McDonald. And Duran unopposed. So P-shot drew Wepu.
Easy try. Scored by Durand. And let's get back to the live action now, as quite a bit of play has carried on. The All Blacks have thrown in quickly. Hamilton back to McDonald. This coming down near the halfway line. And it's been claimed
Away, Blacks. Good, good.
by Fernandez Lobet.
Come back, Blues. Come back.
P-shot. Contoponi charged by Eaton, but it falls nicely for the Pumas. They're a bit lucky to get that one back.
Leave it.
All Blacks driving over the top of this, making it as hard as possible for P-shot. Now he gets it clear. Kick made again by Contoponi. McDonald coming across, but Gia got up and McDonald got the rebounds. Plenty of blue and white jerseys there, though, as the All Blacks struggle to clear it. Quickly taken by Wepu, and away he goes. Slips the pass. Here's an opportunity as Masawi loses his footing right on the 10-metre line in Puma territory, and not released.
Well, Masawi was all alone. He had a supporting player with him too, and lost his feet.
Hold. Don't come round the side, okay? That's what the penalty was for.
23 minutes gone, first half. A try apiece. As light misty rain continues to fall. Not as heavy as earlier in the day, but still making things a bit difficult, Tony.
Yeah, it was already wet on top, Nisbo, but it's now really quite greasy. The ground has drained really well. It was heavy rain earlier on today, but this is just awkward stuff, and accuracy just so important. And at the moment, it's Argentina that are getting those little 50-50 balls.
Well, I think we've seen a clear change in pattern from New Zealand wanting to create opportunities, now move the ball, quick line-outs by Hamilton a few seconds ago. And a willingness to move it around in these conditions will test them a certain amount.
Ledesma finding Gonzalo Longo. He's playing an advantage here. And it's a free kick, not a penalty. So quickly taken, but not from the right spot.
Too far away. 6 to 7. Too far away.
So the moment is lost, really. And Argentina have to think about another tactic, which might be a high kick, and it is. Leon McDonald waiting. Goes and just can't grab it. He knocked it on.
Well, interesting ploy, Argentina. The quick tap penalty wasn't on, so they put it high in the air and put the pressure on McDonald. Very good in that area of the game. Couldn't quite pull it in. He got to it. Tidied it up, but it was too late. Now, this is a great attacking position, isn't it? The backs are evenly split, Argentina. In fact, 4 to the right.
P-shot waits. Comes to this near side. And they've got a gap to Contoponi, but he fired it out the back. As McDonald tries to keep it in play, but in fact it's out, just out from the 22. Just for a moment there, it looked like a gap had appeared.
It certainly appeared. They're finding space on the short side. P-shot opting again for the right-hand touch. Now the missed pass here, and just a little bit of a space. In fact, if he hadn't lost his feet.
Black, push across.
So will they contest New Zealand?
They did contest, but well thrown again by Ledesma, Mario Ledesma, the experienced hooker, getting his throws accurate.
Wanting to drive, aren't they? Having a go. They're patient.
All Blacks holding them round about the 22.
Yeah, they're still going.
Just starting to make half a metre or so. Very strong upper body strength, the Pumas.
Well, they've got confidence in their forwards to just hang in there and try and drive it. This is certainly an area not to rush. Just be calm.
Now there are one or two players on the ground and a bit of a workout going on too for Jerry Collins. The referee's got his arm out. The All Blacks have stopped that, but they might end up getting penalised. Yes, they will.
Well, Argentina taking about 10 metres, taking their time to do so, but just working away. Now we see the ball clearly there. Tuiali had his hands on it but lost it. Yeah, I don't know. The suggestion was that they were pulled down there.
No.
This goal kick is a classic example of not trying to kick the skin off the ball, as they call it. He just seems to kick the ball, stroke the ball so smoothly, not trying to hit it hard at all. What's the rhythm?
Looking to land his third penalty. Crowd goes silent. The kick is over. Wasn't one of his better ones, but it's 3 points nonetheless. 16 points to 8. Argentina lead.
Well, it's a good lead. A good lead for 28 minutes into the first half. The home side have an edge.
Carter kicks off. Longo waits and claims it. Down he goes on the 22. Pichot and Hernandez. And again, the kick is quite sound and brings play back towards halfway.
Well, they're comfortable kicking it into touch and disputing New Zealand's throw. And they've got two against the throw. Dominated position too, Argentina. Sorry, territory, 60% of territory. But New Zealand have possession edge.
Tipped by Williams, quickly cleared by Wepu. In pass goes from Carter to Hamilton. But the Pumas read that pretty well. Now it's away for Carter again. Missing out Tuiava. And on the ground, put by McDonald, tapping it on his gear. And he chases his man and puts him to ground as well.
Good numbers back to the ball, Argentina.
And it might be enough for them to clear.
Three blue.
I'm shouting at 3 blue. Omar Hassan. Oh, he's dropped it. And a chance for the All Blacks, who they'll have to have a scrum. Well, that was concentration.
Oh, now is the moment. So the slippery ball had its effect on Argentina for, I think, the first time in this game, if I can recall.
Now we've got a player down here.
He's right behind the scrum.
And I think this might be, without wanting to be too cynical about it, might be a chance for a breather for Argentina to rethink things.
You think so? Well, it's a vital position, isn't it, for New Zealand? Outstanding short side. About 16, 17 metres now. It's heaped to work and move. Rico Gear, remember, on that outside, on the right-hand side. So here's Durand. Well, he couldn't believe his luck against New Zealand. Getting a pass and the ball and nobody for miles.
Well, he's a player with 8 test tries now. Martin Durand.
Time back on. On the 5.
Oh, well, the winger, Poisek's done his job.
Yep. And the All Blacks have a great opportunity here. There'll be a bit of pressure on the scrum.
Careful.
Bit of a tussle there. Tony Woodcock coming up. Done a lot of work on their scrum this past week. The All Blacks, Mike Cron to the fore. And again they go to grounds.
On the tight head side. So he's moved around. Have a little look from that side. So Wepu to feed the scrum again.
Engage. Out.
Now it's with Wepu. Carter having a run. Carter. Oh, untouched. Absolutely untouched. The brilliance of Dan Carter.
Really did it so beautifully, didn't he? It was good the way Tuiali moved it to the short side. Weepu drew defenders and threw the pass back against the flow. It gave Carter just that amount of room that he needs, and of course, he's so balanced on his feet, Daniel Carter. He can change direction without losing pace, as we see here. Look at that. It wasn't even the big sidestep. It was really just a body swerve, keeping his momentum forward.
And just that total confidence in his own ability.
13th Test try for Daniel Carter. Just have a look at this. He sums it up so quickly. Inside Contemporaneous. Longo, the number 8, gives him away as well. And Dan Carter scores a try, converts it. And it's 16-15 Argentina.
Very good try.
That's good.
Todashini restarts. Ali Williams gets up high. Wepu very quickly back to Carter. Plenty of room, plenty of space here. Just a little off the side of the boot, but safely out nonetheless.
No,
And
I thought he'd come
the
down
All Blacks
before he was playing.
heading back quickly. 16-8 didn't look too flash. 16-15 has a better feel about it.
Well, it certainly does. I mean, getting
I
near
know that.
32 minutes into the game, pretty square, but possession edge to New Zealand, territory edge to Argentina. Very competitive match.
Mario Ledesma throws, taken in by the loose
Away,
head
Blacks!
prop,
Away,
Ranchiro, and it's been
Can't do that.
hooked back apparently.
Goodness me.
I don't know why he can't
No,
do it. The
you
referee's
can't do
saying
that.
can't. He was on his feet clearly.
Post.
Well, yet again, it was the player on the ground hanging onto the ball while the man above him. I don't think a ruck had formed there.
No, definitely
It's
hadn't
going well,
formed.
please.
Marseille was the tackler, and he was on his feet.
Kick here of about 46 metres for Todashini. Again, it's a bit wobbly, and this time he misses. So just that rhythm been lacking in the last couple of kicks, even though the previous one did go over. So the All Blacks escape there. 16-15 as Carter. Again, a prodigious kick downfield. Todashini waits. Now he'll no doubt return it with a kick, which he does. This should be comfortable for Carter inside the 22, and he claims the mark.
Safe and sure, although Hamilton looked like he was positioning himself for a bit of counter.
Had a quick look and summed it up nicely. And even though it wasn't one of his better kicks, it was very awkward for Aramburu, and it's gone into touch.
Nisbo, you might have heard the referee say 5 minutes to the players. That's because no one in the crowd, no one on the field knows how much time's gone. It's a nice stadium, but they haven't got a very good scoreboard. It's the old numbers on a card down the slot and no clock.
Like the old days. So 5 minutes remaining first half. Argentina with the 1 point advantage. Pichot. And the kick made by Hernandez. And he's been punting the ball well from fullback.
Well, actually, the facilities for the media remind me of Athletic Park, the dungeon below the main stand. She's bare concrete everywhere, no lights where we are.
And that's not a compliment, is it, Murray?
Well, oh no, don't. Just
I'll tell you something, Tony. I had to give our radio colleague a torch that I bought from New Zealand so he can see.
I had to pinch a chair from the exclusive lounge area.
Plastic one.
Yeah.
Jerry Collins tips it on the All Black side. Wepu. Carter turns it back to Tui Tupo. He's taken by Durand, the try scorer. Wepu again. Off to Williams. as the All Blacks look to make ground up the centre. Wepu again, Carter, and again just jabbing it in behind the defence. Hernandez coming forward, confronted by Hamilton, who's got him well and got him into touch.
Yes, Hamilton's position was very good. His defence was great. Just gave him an outside break, so he only had one area to go. But once again, Daniel Carter putting it through the gap.
Oliver throws quickly. It wasn't meant to go to Tuilii, but he got it. Here's Tony Woodcock with putting his head down, rolling it back. Wepu quickly off to Collins. The in pass goes to Marsoe. Good defence as the All Blacks try and speed the game up a little. Carter puts it high. Adam Buru and Hernandez between the two of them. They spilled it. Here's a chance. All Blacks getting there, but it's been snapped up. And Argentina might get out of this.
Well, they once again got back in numbers, but New Zealand had a clear advantage.
And they get a penalty as well. And the penalty's mounting against the All Blacks. That's 8 now, 8-3.
Well, I would have loved to have had another angle to watch that. This is where the ball was spilled. Now, Rico Gear was up like a shot. He lost his feet here too. But the ball bounced, and look at this next phase. There's 1 New Zealander, 2 New Zealanders, 3 New Zealanders before another Argentinian arrived.
No, come on, he's a prop.
So 50% of the penalties in this game so far at Ruck and Mall.
Did that go forward? Maybe not.
Might have. It's pretty close, maybe.
So a couple of minutes remaining, first half. Ledesma throws. All Blacks disputing possession, but Ronchero has it for the Pumas. P-shot away for Todashini. Again goes with a high kick. Gear coming forward, and he can't grab it either. The greasy ball proving quite difficult for both teams. And it'll be a scrum. And there haven't been too many of those in this game. In fact, this is just the 6th scrum of the match. As Rico Gear came in, just didn't quite time it right.
Wait. No. Crouch and hold. Engage. Come up. No, too far away. Closer. No, you're too far away. I want you a little bit closer. Yeah. Not too far
Argentina,
away.
of course, famous for their scrum.
Crouch and hold.
Bayadita.
Hold. Lead. Engage. Come on.
And they get a penalty. Well, that was a guess on the part of referee Whitehouse. He wouldn't have had a clue, so he's decided a penalty is...
Well, he's consistent. There's no doubt about that.
You're going down.
Little victory there for Ronchero, though, the loose head prop over Greg Somerville, playing his 50th test today.
Yeah, we don't say this very often about referees, Tony, but this guy looks like he might have been a prop.
Yes, Gus Erickson was a prop too.
Yeah, well, he probably understands the scrum bit. I don't know about the Ruck and Mall. Oh, the breakdown. Props don't get to the breakdown very quick, do they? Not generally.
Well, this might just about spell half-time if this is over. Todashini from a long way out.
Short.
Yep, not going to have the distance. The All Blacks will happily force this. And indeed, that is the whistle to indicate half-time. So the Pumas of Argentina lead the All Blacks here in Buenos Aires at half-time by 16-15.
Steady as she goes seems to be the call in this first half. New Zealand playing a bit of a territory game in the first.
Half time here at Buenos Aires, 16 points to 15. Argentina have the lead. The try scored by their number 6, Martin Durand. The rest of the points from the boot of Federico Todeschini, with 3 penalties and a conversion. And for the All Blacks, a couple of tries. Leon McDonald got the first, Dan Carter the second. And Carter converted 1 and kicked a penalty goal. 16 points to 15. Let's go through the highlights of that first 40 minutes. Now it comes to Wepu, high pass to Carter, across to Tui Tupou. The All Blacks use the backs, nice pass, and a transfer goes across to Toiava. High pass to Gear, Rico Gear looking for support inside from Toiava. And now here's a dive for the corner by Leon McDonald, and the try given.
So they missed Jerry Collins. Tui Tupou, a little bit of a puck. Somehow he offloaded. Hamilton threw the man beautifully. Some go forward, and then the long pass, putting Gear away on the outside. Not quite slipping his man, but enough to keep the ball alive. Toiava did very well, didn't he? Set it up, gave New Zealand a chance, and McDonald, oh, his eyes, always an eye for the moment, McDonald.
That's Juan Martin. Now they have a crack, and there's an opportunity here, and a sprint for the corner, and Martin Durand has scored. All Blacks caught napping down the blind side, and Durand the try scorer.
Well, it was an excellent try, because there was no defence on the short side, no cover. It was Anton Oliver, and he was by himself. And there was a decent side, too, a good 15 metres to work with Argentina had.
Now it's with Wepu. Carter having a run, Carter, oh, untouched, absolutely untouched. The brilliance of Dan Carter.
He's so balanced on his feet, Daniel Carter. He can change direction without losing pace, as we see here. Look at that. It wasn't even the big sidestep. It was really just a body swerve, keeping his momentum forward.
And just that total confidence in his own ability.
Two tries to 1 then in the first half. Let's check the stats now with Murray.
Well, it's a pretty even battle, isn't it? Territory possessions sort of cancel themselves out a certain amount. New Zealand have an edge in rucks and mauls, which is a crucial area of the game. It probably deserved to have an edge in ruck and maul turnovers too, to 1 to Marseille for sure. But there have been a couple of errors by both teams as far as handling mistakes, 5 apiece. The lineouts have cancelled themselves out, although Argentina quite competitive on New Zealand's throw, winning 3 against the throw. Scrums have been even, probably too many penalties in this half, really. Stop-start sort of nature.
9 penalties against the All Blacks, 3 against Argentina. Let's go sideline. Tony Johnson with Richie McCaw.
Pretty tough first half. I guess it's pretty much what you're expecting.
Yeah, it's exactly what we expected, but it's sort of, for me, it's got a few memories of 5 years ago when we were here. It's a tough place to play, so I guess we've worked that out after 40 minutes.
So what do you think the problems have been?
Well, I think we haven't had very good set-piece ball. We're sort of showing once we can get some good ball, we put them under a lot of pressure, but we've struggled at the line-out just for various reasons, and little things like that. Penalties probably haven't helped either.
What's going on at the breakdown? You should know.
Well, mate, I've got no idea. I don't think any of the players have either, but I think it's just frustrating. You get away with some things and not others, and it's probably not as consistent as you want, but you got to work with that, and as I said, the penalties are what hurts you, and perhaps you just got to take a backward step until you work that out.
I guess one of the good things is that when the backs are getting the ball, they're looking dangerous.
Well, I think we can put them under a lot of pressure when we do get the ball, and I'd say that'll be the message at half-time, to do the simple things, get the line out right and play at the right end of the field and go from there.
So how is it watching in the stand?
Well, I tried to come in and sit there and enjoy the game, but it's bloody hard when you can't do anything about it, so yeah, the fingernails are getting short, but yeah, that's all right.
Okay, good on you, Rich. Thanks for talking to us.
Cheers to Joe.
So Richie McCaw with a few thoughts at half-time. Unbelievable din in the stadium. So let's hope you did actually hear what he had to say.
Hola Leo, ¿me escuchas? Ahí está bien.
Blacks back on the park.
Okay.
And just looking around, no changes, I would think, with either side. We'll get Tony to check that, but looks pretty much status quo. So a fascinating 40 minutes in front of us here. Hope you're enjoying this live on Sky. Early Sunday afternoon in New Zealand. Late start here, 8:40 p.m. local time. Pretty much like the way the French like to do it. The second half underway. Kickoff made by Carter. 16-15. The Pumas lead at the break. And the ball pops back on the All Black side. They get an early turnover as it goes out to Tui Tupou. Look pretty good in midfield. And he gets down and tries to pop it back. The referee's got the arm out. So it might be an early penalty coming the All Blacks way. I'm sure that's perhaps a knock-on or whatever it is. Bit of a tussle going on off the ball there. Jason Eaton and Kiralis as play carries on. There it is for Wepu. Williams. Well contained as the All Blacks are only 15 metres out right in centre field. Now Wepu gets it across Carter, sells the dummy and makes a little bit of grounds. Putting a sustained attack here.
Push back.
As Wepu sends it off to Tuiali'i.
Push back.
They're a good defensive side, the Pumas, as they've showed a couple of times against Wales. Now here's Jerry Collins.
Get away one.
Now Wepu again. Carter's going to have a drop kick at goal, and he's dragged it away.
Just to the right of the upright. Well, it was good defence. In fact, it was a bit of a defence to their defence. It was a bit of a bonus, I guess, for Argentina. They had a successful stage of defending. And then in the end, Carter said, well, I'm just going to drop kick for goal.
All in front.
He's not landed one in a test match, Dan Carter, in his 25th test match tonight. As the kick goes down as far as gear, off to Collins. He'll run it hard. Bounces one out of the road and gets to the halfway line, Jerry Collins. Wepu now for Carter. Good running ball. Again, he keeps it low. It sits up nicely, though, for Hernandez. And that is a very good kick. Not out yet, though, as Wepu hands it back to McDonald. And Todashini comes rushing at Leon McDonald, and he does find his touchline. And a good reply from Leon McDonald.
Well, it was a good reply. At the end of the day, it was a victory to Argentina because...
Bit of a tussle here. You can see, look at the punches being thrown. Not something you see a lot of in rugby these days. And
yes, I want to pick up too.
The touch judge didn't see a need to come in.
4. 5. Receiver. Good there.
Kiralis and Jason Eaton dispute.
Come off the side, don't fall back.
Pumas have this. They've been pretty effective in this area as Ledesma makes ground.
Collins holds him up.
Leave it black. Leave it.
Now Pichot trying to get his way through was Duran, but he gets driven to the grounds.
No, shut up.
And they're still 5 metres short of halfway.
Stay high, good.
Happy to have a crack around the fringes at this All Black forward pack. Now the high kick again from Hernandez. Hamilton coming forward and claims it nice. No, he doesn't. He lost it. And a bit slow to get up to Scott Hamilton. Play continues as Carter sends it wide to McDonald. For a moment looked like a running opportunity, but they closed the gaps pretty quickly, did the Pumas. Tipped in field by Aramburu. And Hernandez kick. This won't go out either. Wepu waiting for it. Now he looks to launch an attack, and the pass goes through the arms of Leon McDonald. The slippery ball eluding him and into touch.
There was certainly an attack opportunity there. McDonald had a couple of opportunities actually, but he chose to get out of his territory.
5.
Better to make the mistake that side of the field than the other one, Murray. That, I think, is the reason why. I think they've been told just to get the ball down the other end of the ground, play the game down their half.
Here's Tuiali'i stealing ball as it slipped through the arms. Snapped up by Williams. Now Wepu to Collins. Collins to Carter. And it's again picked up by Collins. Might have knocked it on in the tackle though and turned it over. So here come the Pumas again. Little kick made by Contemporaneous, and Wepu gets it back. Now it's with Tui Tupo.
Good defence, Argentina.
Good, leave it loose, leave it loose. Hands there.
And some hands in there.
Leave it
So
go.
the All Blacks get a penalty.
Once you kick,
And
advantage
Dan
over.
Carter's just about on the halfway line. He may well look for goal here. He's limping quite badly though, Dan Carter.
Sit on the edge of the black and red. Good.
Well, this is the 4th penalty for New Zealand in the game, and it is an opportunity for Carter. It's quite a big kick in these conditions, I would think. But New Zealand with an opportunity to go into the lead. Yeah.
He's not well. He's not right, Dan Carter.
No, he's limping. Well, he was limping quite badly prior to that kick.
He didn't receive any attention. Piri Wepu did while he was lining up that kick. He just looks like he's taken a bit of a bang around the hip, maybe.
Todashini. Wepu's going to take this. He's got Jerry Collins running strongly. And well tackled again. Snapped up by Wepu.
He's been strong around the edges, Wepu.
Eaton gives the pass off to Woodcock. Now Carter, good acceleration. Looks to have shaken off that injury. And again the arm goes out. Referee's found a problem.
No, wait, no. Skipper.
And he wants to talk to the skipper.
No. It's before that. Throwing the ball down there, okay? And here now, Philippe coming in from the wrong side, deliberately killing the ball. No more, please, okay? Back you go.
Well, I guess he'd be familiar to a lot of the Pumas players, because so many of them play either in the UK or in Europe, and he'd be refereeing them on a regular basis. I know, I've noted he's on first name terms with a lot of them.
That's always a bit of a worry, I reckon.
He's handed out 14 penalties already, and we're just 7 minutes into the second half, and Carter's going to have another shot here. This is earlier in the half when the Puma lineout broke down. Now the whistling and the jeering starts up.
Well, his last kick was about the same distance, I would say, and he was just to the left and just a bit short. I'm not sure he struck it as well as he would have liked.
No, he got right under it, Murray.
These balls, of course, don't hold the water that the old balls used to hold, so the weight of the ball shouldn't be influenced too much.
And once again, it's inaccurate from Dan Carter. So a couple of opportunities, plus the drop kick, have gone astray. And it remains at 16-15.
But New Zealand stretching their possession lead up to 66% now.
Todashini, up goes Eaton. Again, it slips through the hands. And a good tackle by Wepu. The All Blacks are going to turn this over, and McDonald comes in. Here's Carter. That ability to slip a couple of tackles. Oliver, but in the impasse it goes. Eaton puts his foot down. Away goes Jake Eaton. Nice pass up to Marsoe. That's been knocked back, and that'll be a try, surely.
No, it was off blue foot.
That was off a foot.
Yeah,
and I reckon that's a try.
I reckon it is too, actually.
Scott Hamilton has got a try on debut. They're going to check it.
It was knocked back, but it hit Marsoe's foot. I mean, I don't think he intended on doing that.
I think it came off blue foot. Yeah. Julio, can you hear me?
Let's have a little
Giulio
look.
De Santis of Italy is going to make a
can you
call here. A
just
lovely
check two
burst
things?
here by Jason Eaton.
One,
Showed
the
real
grounding of the
pace.
ball in
Oh,
goal.
magnificent. And
Saw
the
a bit of
pass.
that
Prior
during
to that,
Super 14.
Did the
Then
All Blacks
Marsoe
lose the
fires
ball,
it back,
knock
and it
on?
hits the
Can you just confirm
Argentinian
that?
on the foot. Nunes Poisek.
Well, that's
And
a try.
That's a fair try.
Well, Scott Hamilton on debut. But Jason Eaton He made the line break. There was Marsoe there like he should have been.
Come back.
And then Hamilton. Well, he has got a habit of scoring tries, Hamilton. He seems to be Johnny on the spot so often. He's had a fairly correct sort of a game.
Well, I don't think there's too much worry about the grounding, is there? I don't think that's the issue.
Oh, no, don't tell me.
Yes, go on, Julio. I can award
Well, of course, the point is...
it's a try.
He can only make a ruling. He's going to score. He's going to get the try. Now, he can't make a ruling, can he? Other than the grounding. That's true.
It's got to be over the goal line. But he asked the touch judge. He went over and asked the touch judge verbally about whether it was lost forward.
So a strange-looking try, but a try nonetheless for Scott Hamilton on debut. And the All Blacks hit the front. 20 points to 16.
Jason Eaton didn't just make the good run, Nisbo. He made a very smart transfer of a loose ball over the other side of the field that really set the backs away in the initial stages. He's got great skill, great pace for a big man.
Yes, he has. Light on his feet almost, one would say.
So here's Carter again. Not much luck with the goal kicking so far in the second half, as this one is up and it is over. And a little bit of a buffer for the All Blacks. 22 points to 16. Have another look at this as the ball bounces off the feet of Nunes Poisek and is successfully dotted down. Lovely run by Jason Eaton. Good support from Marsoe, and nothing wrong with that.
Yes, touch judge called lost forward, which it was. Eaton took it in, and then it slipped out.
Yeah, Rico Gear went in to help out, and because they were very close to the touchline, he went in to try and help them, stop them going into touch, and actually the ball smuggled back to him and he lost it.
Wait, just crouch and hold. Engage.
It's not been a match with a lot of scrums as it comes off the side, and Longo almost got away from Marsoe, who had to chase him down. Here come the Pumas then, as it goes to Fernandez Lobe. And now it's with Contemponie running back into the heavy traffic. Now it's with Torashini. Long cut-out pass. Good tackle though by Hamilton. And the Pumas have to restart this just inside the 22. Again, it's held up by Ignacio Fernandez Lobe.
Well, they're prepared to attack Argentina, but not looking like they're going to break through.
And he's got the All Blacks for offside here. In a kickable position for a man of Torashini's qualities. 11 minutes gone in the second half. And the gap can go back to 3 points here.
Isn't Scott Hamilton having a very good debut? Not a flashy player, but he does the basic things well. He's a tremendous kick chaser. He made one excellent chase early in the first half, where he actually came across to the other side of the field, to the right-hand side to chase a kick. They rate him probably the best at that art in New Zealand.
Well, he's got a good work rate, Tony, but he's a thinker too. I mean, his defensive play, I think, is very good. He's always in the right position. Doesn't find himself flat-footed too often.
Fourth penalty goal today, kicked by Federico Torashini. 22 points to 19 it is now.
Yes, it's the penalties that are not only slowing the game down, but certainly holding back, or keeping Argentina, I think, very close at the moment.
Carter's kickoff coming down around about the 22. Fielded by Durand.
Leave it, Blacks. Back foot,
He's been prominent, Durand.
Back for Hernandez. Lovely punter of the ball. Mosi Tuiulii waiting back. Tipped it back. He's got plenty of time to recover.
Inside.
And McDonald's punt spirals away downfield as well.
Yes, two Argentinian forwards, I think, that have been really effective. Two of the loose forwards, actually. Longo was the other one. He's by far been the most dominant player in the lineouts in this game, having won 7. Huge man.
A couple of their big guys are starting to take a while to get back to the set pieces though, Murray.
You think they're a bit tired, Tony?
Well, could be.
Watch the space. Be interesting to see the All Blacks looking to play the game with some speed.
Stay off the side, Black. Come on, no, come away, 8. He's coming away.
Argentina, on the other hand, happy to slow it down a little as they're doing here and rumbling it up.
Yes, they do. They search for a bit of control, right? But as we were saying before, 11 players over 30, hugely experienced.
Very, very good at holding their feet too, aren't they?
There we are.
Bit of pushing and shoving again. T-shot goes quickly, drops it onto the ground. Eaton goes back to tidy up. It's with Hamilton now, and he's freed it off to Carter. All Blacks looking to run this. Out it goes as far as Toiava. Nice little shift, but he's well taken. Contamponi made the tackle.
Push. Push out.
Well, those Argentinian backs have to be up offside here.
As Wepu clears it out for Carter. Looking to drop it in behind the winger, but Hernandez is across. And his kick will find touch.
Excellent kick.
Kick it.
Well, New Zealand relishing a little bit of ball.
Advantage over. You had the penalty.
They do look dangerous when they move it.
Haven't seen a lot of this fella, number 13, Gonzalo Tiesi. Tony mentioned him a little earlier. He's an exciting prospect, just a youngster, 21. Been cast largely in a defensive role in this game so far.
Well, they haven't spun it that often, have they?
All Blacks throw is no good. Taken by the Pumas. And here they come again as Ledesma puts his head down. He got a very quick pass from Totoshini. Now the drive by Corrales.
Away, Black. No push.
P-shot looking for his first 5. And the high kick again from Totoshini. McDonald waiting as they come through, and he got it on the second take. And the kick made by Carter off his right boot this time. And he slithers it across the touchline.
Shut them up. Shut them up. Everyone, shut them up. Just yourself. No, away.
Argentina with 4 takes against the throw.
So that they are having success there. In fact, they've got a lead of 13-9 in the lineouts now. Scrums are even and lineouts.
16 minutes gone, second half, as Collins has an easy take towards the back of the lineout.
Stay there. Stay there, prop.
And this is better too from the All Blacks. He's got his arm out as the referee.
Well,
A lot of penalties in this game. What have we got now? 16 of them.
yeah, too many.
That was better line-out work from the All Blacks.
Well, I was delighted to see Jerry Collins take the first throw for New Zealand against the throw. First line-out take, cleanly taken. It was as though he read it.
The crowd's amazing. They're either making a raucous noise or they're making virtually no noise. Okay, we're going to have some whistling now that Carter's lining up a kick at goal, but you almost sense that they don't quite believe that their team's going to be good enough to beat the All Blacks, and yet this is a very good side they've got here.
That's a little bit typical of emotional people, though, isn't it, Tony, up and down?
Well, you tell me, Murray, you're an emotional person.
Well, I hope so. I hope so. But they are sort of highly wound, aren't they, the Argentinian? I was talking about this Latin spirit that they have.
Here's the Carter kick. And guides it through. Another 3 points. So it's 25 points to 19 now. And we're 18 minutes into the second spell.
I notice around the outsides of this ground they've got a thing like a moat. So it separates the crowd from the field. The emotional people, Tony. Got to keep them away from the players.
Here's a kick
That's
off.
gone
Too
too
big.
far.
Yeah, too big.
Yeah, you're right, Murray. I suppose the ground is used for soccer. It's not as big as the moat that we struck in Marseille. one that a couple of players and Doc Mayhew nearly ended up inside after there was a bit of a scrap on the side of the field.
Yeah, there's no water in that moat. There were a few sharks hanging around it, I thought. So this is a
big high fences at the ends of the grounds too.
It's incredible, I guess. Is that to stop the soccer hooligans, is it? But it's just the excitement that we saw here today when Argentina won the soccer. It was incredible.
All Black scrum holding up okay, but Tuiali just couldn't quite get a hold of it and knocked it on.
Yeah, marginal knock on, I'd say. He looked like he knocked it back to me, then kicked it with his foot. But he's a bit officious, this referee. He's not one of my favourites, that's for sure.
No. Engage.
Let the game go, mate.
No. Blacks, leave it, please. Just a little bit squarer. Before the ball's in the tunnel,
well, he's
please.
a talker, isn't he?
Don't drive sideways.
Talker, he's doing a commentary.
Down and hold. Down and hold. Engage. Push him up. No, slip. One from the flag. From the flag. Get your bind up. Engage. Push him up.
Pichot feeds.
Good use.
And delivers the pass off to Todashini. Going to have a run this time. Contamponi goes wide to Aramburu, but he's well taken by Gia, although shows good leg drive as he goes over the 10-metre line. Todashini now for Pichot. Throws the pass. Nice driving tackle by Tui Tupo. Couldn't jolt the ball clear though, Todashini, and reverts to type. Had a bit of a run and then decided a kick was better value. McDonald bangs his kick downfield. Fielded here by Longo, the number 8 forward, and he's whacked by Williams in a good solid tackle.
Yes, great tackle, Williams.
And he didn't release it. The shock of the tackle.
You want time to leave it go.
He's a good footballer though, Longo.
Away.
He's got ball sense, he's got some skills, and he's a big loping player.
Isolation.
There's going to be a bit of a hold up here. The left winger for Argentina. Looks like he might have got a bit of a blow over the eye. Might be a cut there.
Carry on.
Oh no, ref don't want to wait for him.
So New Zealand throw in attacking position.
You were isolated, kept the ball away.
I haven't seen New Zealand drive the ball from a line out in this game yet.
No problem.
Happy to clear the possession that they've got. I wouldn't mind seeing them get a bit of go forward here.
Oliver throws, and good throw down to Williams at the back. Wepu across the Carter. Tui Tupo, short pass. Toiava looked as though he was almost through. Then he's lost it in the tackle. Nunes Poisek gets taken. Crowd whistling and jeering for some reason. Back it comes again for Pichot. Now a kick made by Contamponi.
Oh, back into position beautifully. Hamilton pulled off that last tackle.
Now it's a kick and chase. He's probably kicked this too far though, I think.
Oh.
Have to hope it sits up.
Oh, it did.
Which it did. And Hernandez, who's got this amazing punt. Away it goes again. Hamilton's got it. Now it's with McDonald. Looking to sum up the situation. Could find no gaps. So the kick is made, taken by Hernandez Lobe. That's Ignacio.
Beautifully taken. The big lock forward.
Yep. The brothers, of course, in the team. Steps outside the 22, does Hernandez, realising that he couldn't kick it out. Now it's with McDonald.
He'll attack.
Has a go. Just couldn't quite get through. And he's got a penalty for the All Blacks.
I think that's bizarre.
Oh, no, hang on. Changed his mind.
Gone the other way round.
Bizarre. I mean, the ball was placed beautifully by McDonald.
Isolation, let it go.
Under 20 minutes left. In fact, about 18. 6-point margin. Having a chat here with Todashini to see whether he thinks he can do it. I don't think so. It's going to be a kick for touch by the fullback, Juan Martin Hernandez.
So Argentina to throw on the 22. Now, we have seen them try so many times to drive the line out with some success. So I'd expect to see that again. And they're going to, looks like they're going to throw it towards the rear, is it? The way they're
one extra.
Positioning.
One out. Okay.
Which, of course, the further back you throw it, the more it opens up the short side, and that's where they scored their try in the first half.
Ledesma throws. Oh, it's a bit untidy. And they've lost a good 15 metres in that. In fact, the All Blacks looking to drive over the top, but it is going to pop back for the Pumas. Fernandez, Lobe and Durand make some ground. All Blacks holding them though. Oh, he's got his arm out again, has the referee. It's a penalty fest here in Buenos Aires. Now what's this one for?
Well, he's got Anton Oliver going in the side. Oliver is giving him a look of disbelief.
Yes.
And he gets a little pat on the back from Agustin Pichot, the ref that is.
Well, this fellow kicked 8 penalty goals last week. He's up to 4 so far. And he strokes it wide. Great opportunity goes astray for Todashini. Murray Mexted will remember what a goal-kicking number 10 can do, as Ugo Porter kicked 4 penalties and 3 drop goals back in '85, almost winning the game.
Oh, it was incredible. He's a magnificent player, but dominated the game, really.
Oh, this falls into no man's land, and it sits up and is quite cleverly taken by Hernandez. Here's Todashini again. Once more, it's the bomb down the middle. Hamilton wants it. Todashini never, for one moment, looked at. Yeah, absolutely. He never looked at the ball at any stage, Todashini.
It's a great chase. The All Blacks set to make their first substitution of the night with Nemir Tialata warming up, and it looks like a double substitution coming up for the Pumas. And going to bring a rather large front rower on themselves, and Martin Skelzo. Also in 18, Martin Schusterman, the replacement lock.
A couple of big beefy characters. Speaking of beef, they have some magnificent beef steaks over in this country. I've got to say that. They've just got to be the best in the world. In fact, I need a break from beef.
Oh, one more.
One more tonight. Fill your plate with a big steak.
So the changes are made.
Tony Woodcock coming off for the All Blacks to be replaced by Tialata. And I think it's Hassan coming off for the Pumas.
So 15 minutes remaining here. 25 points to 19. Wepu has to fire this away in the midfield for Carter. Tui Tupo running strongly as he's done all night. Well taken by Contamponi this time. And a penalty again. Boy, just about at every ruck and maul.
There's a penalty.
There's a penalty. There's no continuity from this referee whatsoever. And who's he going to call out this time?
There's plenty of consistency though.
Yeah. Hello, it's a yellow.
Well, he did warn them.
21 penalties so far in this game. And only 2/3 of the way through.
So they're going to have to play with 14 players now, the Pumas. And there's only about that length of time left.
So Daniel Carter with another kick from almost the same distance again. So this will be 3 kicks from about 48 metres. And the first 2, remember, just to the left of the upright. Just dropping a little bit short. I've got a feeling he might kick this one. I'll have a punt.
25 points to 19, trying to make it 28. And he's away. So it's not been a vintage night in the goal-kicking stakes for either Daniel Carter, really, or Federico Todashini.
you just got to wonder whether they're having a problem getting a plant. They don't seem to be kicking the ball that cleanly, Nisbo, and it is, you know, quite slippery.
Well, the man on the now dress system, he could quieten down if he likes. As the All Blacks have it again, Carter with a bit of room to move, and away he goes. That ghosting run, he got it up to Marsoe. Now Tui Tupo looking for support. Marsoe back there through the pass. Todashini managed to get his arms in the road, and one of the best movements of the night from the All Blacks comes unstuck about 8 metres short.
And started by Collins, that no-nonsense approach. He ran right into Longo, who's still wandering back now. And Tui Tupo, I thought he might have been away, but he got caught from behind. Marsoe was there with him, trying to find Hamilton on the outside. Not quite, but it was a good movement.
Remember, they're playing against 14 now, and they'll get Nunes Poisek back for about 3 minutes at the end.
And there is nobody on the short side from the scrum. Nobody on the Argentinian side. So it won't be going short side.
They get twisted by the All Blacks too. But they've done okay. Pichot gets it back, and Hernandez again makes excellent contact. Boy, he's a beautiful punter of the ball.
So New Zealand, will they go off the top again? It's been relentless. They've won 12 lineouts, and I think about 11 of them have gone off the top.
Change coming up at hooker for the All Blacks. Anton Oliver leaving the field to be replaced by Andrew Hoare, jersey 16.
So changes coming in the front row, where it's been a pretty tough old night. That was expected.
Sort of cancelled each other out a little bit in the scrums.
Yeah, certainly no domination from the Pumas, where they have it over most teams in the world. Line out throw, and Collins can't secure it this time. Here's a run from Todashini. Tony slipped just as he got to Tui Tupo, and he felt that. Kick along the ground, not a good one. McDonald thought about ripping it across into midfield, and realised the heavy ball might have been difficult. Claimed here by one of the new players, that's Martin Schusterman. Plenty of black jerseys there, and the All Blacks might have turned this over. There's some hands in there, and the hands, I thought, came from Argentina. The All Blacks were controlling that.
I think there might have been a black hand as well.
Get away! Get away!
Bit of a dust up here.
Yeah, Ali Williams isn't happy with Ledesma.
Away! I'll deal with it. Come here. Away!
One or two peacemakers in there.
It was there. He's on the deck, mate. That was professional, okay? They were
Here we go. Here we go.
Away you go. Oh, shut up. Quiet.
That's called evening it up, as Leon McDonald goes to the sideline. So we won't see him again because we're past 70 minutes. Here's Gear, the kick and chase. 6-point lead. Longo can't get it. All Blacks scramble through. Collins has it.
Trapped in there, no way.
So it will be All Black ball. Under 10 minutes left.
Wait. No, crouch it.
6-point advantage. 14 against 14.
Wait. I'm waiting for locks and hold. Engage.
All Black scrum just starting to shift a bit, and Pichot gets it wide. Contamponi hit hard. Toiava makes a great tackle on Tiesi, who's had no room to move tonight.
Leave it, Blacks, leave it.
The Pumas looking to get this one back. They're still on their own 10-metre line. Back to Hernandez to kick again. Schusterman coming through to challenge Hamilton, who did well. Nice work too from Wepu. Frees it up for Gear. Gear having a bit of a run, looking to go straight up the centre. Rico Gear had support from Wepu, couldn't find him. Now he's turned the ball over, and Pichot gets the pass wide. Here goes big Mario Ledesma. Greg Somerville flying across after him, and Andrew Hoare, and he's lost it forward as well.
incredible situation. You saw the front row forward running up the left-hand touchline, and the only New Zealand players within Kerry was a hooker and a prop. It was almost like the battle of the front rows out in the open. In the end.
The determination on the face of Greg Somerville. That's probably one of the high points of his 50th Test appearance for the All Blacks. What a tremendous player to reach that milestone.
Just the third All Black prop to do so. Craig Dowd and Olo Brown, the other two.
Yes, it's a great achievement. He's been a great servant and he's been consistent too. Playing both sides of the scrum, of course.
Cialata's gone into loose head. Somerville staying on the tight head, but we have an injury problem here. One of the Puma players.
Head. Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, it's head.
Well, this is going to be a frantic last 7 or 8 minutes. 14 aside. Although Argentina will get Nunes Poisek back for 3 minutes.
Well, 14 aside, you should get more rugby, but I guess
he doesn't look with it.
With the constant drizzle, the slippery ball and the referee's whistle dominating the game, it's probably going to be more of the same in the second half, the stop-start nature that we've had, which is a shame.
No.
Argentina, though, have shown great composure and confidence in their forwards to take on the All Blacks. They've tried to drive, they've had a bit of success there. New Zealand a willingness to move the ball, but not quite as open as often they play.
Back to the line, lads.
But understandably playing to the conditions.
I want to hold, please. Crouch and hold. Engage.
Wepu from the scrum. Carter's go to kick. Oh, he's got Hamilton in a good position. Got the bounce to Scott Hamilton. Then tried to kick it ahead. Didn't lose it forward. The referee, in fact, is going to get Argentina for losing it forward. What a lovely kick from Carter. Hamilton was isolated out there.
I wonder whether he should have had a go. Should have had a one-on-one it was. And he's been very accurate in the past, hasn't he, of kicking ahead and regathering and scoring. But he had Tuiava probably about 15 metres away.
No.
And the same with Argentina. Really, it was just one-on-one because of course, the two players in the bin.
No. Wait.
All Blacks not prepared to go down until they're ready. 2 new players in there, Andrew Hoare and Maya Tialata. They're ready now. And the scrum is solid. Wepu goes blindside. Hamilton can't hold it. Awkward pass, quite high.
It wasn't a bad idea, actually. Going short side. Probably neutralised a little bit by the scrum turning.
Hamilton having to drop back to fullback here.
Yes, Argentina, both teams sort of a back. And another penalty.
Not too much doubt about that one. Collard, well before he got to the ground, it's going to give them a chance to put the ball out and have a real crack at the All Blacks, who, of course, converted try, win the game.
That's right. 5.5 minutes left. Argentina have never beaten the All Blacks. Not the same sort of history that teams like Scotland and Ireland have against them, but nonetheless, there have been 12 official games since 1985. 11 wins to the All Black, and of course, All Blacks, and 1 draw.
Black, step across. 5.
Ledesma's throw. He's got it back, and he takes it down to the 10-metre line. Once again, trying to hit the All Blacks on the fringes. Making a metre or 2.
Oh, he's okay. Leave the ball, leave it go.
Ball pops back for Pichot. Turns it back inside to Longo. taken in the tackle of Andrew Hoare and turns. And the referee decides it's a bit dangerous. And Argentina not too far. In fact, they're getting their 15th man back.
4 minutes remaining.
He spent the last 2 or 3 minutes warming up and down the sideline. Nisbo, are you allowed to do that when you're in the sin bin?
Wait, please, wait. Crouch and hold.
Not sure about that.
Hold.
Oh, of course you are.
Leon McDonald's sitting quietly. I think he realises that he hasn't got much more part to play in this. Longo goes off the back. Loose pass. Argentina trying to make ground down that right wing side.
He's on his feet.
Inside the 22 they go. One of the new players.
Oh, brilliant by Marsoe.
Outstanding. And here's Andrew Hoare right down the centre. Williams just gets tipped from behind. All Blacks turning the ball over. Quick delivery made by Eaton out to Hamilton. Now Tui Tupou. Ball jolted. No, he's still got it.
He regained it.
Lost it.
Would have been jolted clear in the tackle, and he must have got it back. Yep.
It's a bit confrontational there, I thought, Tui Tupou should have moved the ball.
No, he's ruled that he lost it. And Tui Tupou gives him a bit of a look.
So Marseille, very effective on stripping the ball this time. Have a look.
Yeah. Gosh, he chose one of the biggest blokes on the field too, Murray.
And he ripped it with his right arm and freed it.
The All Blacks are back short, remember. Be interesting to see where Argentina try and expose them out wide. As Pichot gets it out into centre field, but persisting to use it in close. Now Ronchiro back for Ledesma, just in All Black territory. Pichot, Todashini puts the kick, gets flattened by Tui Tupou, snapped up by Wepu. He puts it onto the ground. Todashini can't hang on to it. And what have we got?
Oh, there's a flag out on the far side. I think he's going to go Sam Tui Tupou here.
I didn't see it, touch judge. Wait, please. From black?
From black.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Jerry, I didn't see it. I'd gone with the ball, mate, okay? No number from the touch judge. It's a penalty here, okay? Late tackle. Late. Here we are.
Got him for a late tackle.
You can be the judge yourself.
Julio, how much time?
Absolutely committed to that. So a poor call as Hernandez bangs it way down towards the corner. And one last rally from Argentina with 2 minutes remaining.
2 minutes, New Zealand 1 man short. Argentina to throw, which means they'll drive it. They've already signalled that. So, taken.
Get away, get away!
18 metres away from the line. Good work by Andrew Hoare, driving them back.
Very good defence, New Zealand.
And they've got another penalty.
So they'll kick that into touch and try again, I would say, to drive from the line out. 1 minute to go.
Desperate defence by the All Blacks. They lead by 6. Just over a minute left.
So, dollars to donuts that the ball goes to Longo. He's taken 9. Twice the number of anyone else in this game.
Crowd on their feet as the last line-out throw goes down. All Blacks defending. Puma's now starting to move it towards the line. Still about 6 metres away. Again driven back. Andrew Hoare coming through as the Pumas have another crack. They're edging it out into centre field. Now they go blindside. You can see the goal line. It's still about 6 or 7 metres away. Another go. Now there's some momentum. It's only a couple of metres away. They're going to use the back line. Here they come. Contemporaneously tried to slip through. The ball is loose. Still in the control of the Pumas.
And they'll drive it again. They're just waiting.
Time is up on the clock.
There it is.
They need to score a try to give themselves a chance. All Blacks defence holding up. They've only conceded 1 try in the match so far. Now it goes wide.
Well, wide of the ruck.
It's the same story again, this time on the near side of the field. I think the All Blacks have got this. Wepu's going to dig it out and kick it downfield.
Not out.
Not out. Hernandez looking for it. Gear coming up smartly. And it's been knocked on. Let's have a look at the referee. He says that's it. Game is over. All Blacks have won and have retained their unbeaten record over Argentina. It's been tight and tough in Buenos Aires, but they win it by 25 to 19.
Well, steady as she goes was the first half call. In the second half, it became a stop-start affair where the referee did have a dominating effect on the game, but also the conditions played into it. But we saw some great spirit from Argentina, really taking it to the All Blacks in those tight confrontational areas, particularly effective at line-out where they won a lot of ball against the All Blacks, in fact 4 against their throw. And at the end of this game, they were just plugging away. But really, to sum it all up, you'd have to say that they only managed to score 1 try, Argentina, not really enough to beat this All Black side.
3 tries to 1 in the finish. And it'll be relief for the All Blacks as they get out of another one. In the first half, McDonald and Carter got a try each. And in the second half, Scott Hamilton the try. And the 1 try scored by Martin Durand for Argentina. What a battle it's been. But you wouldn't expect anything less.
No, well, I guess we did expect that, didn't we? I mean, Argentina, really, they are known for playing as a complete team. The whole team thing becomes very obvious. They lift their game so much when they play away from home. And they have such fantastic support and emotional environment here for sure. And it just drives on their players. Many of these players have returned to play for Argentina for no remuneration at all because they wanted to play in this series against Wales and the All Blacks, and they'll be feeling pretty jolly good too. They've taken another step forward in international rugby.
It's a great crowd here in Buenos Aires saluting their players who are going down to the far end in appreciation of the support they've had today. It's a unique type of crowd. You probably don't get it anywhere else in the rugby world, maybe in France.
They're a bit rough around the gills, aren't they? I haven't seen an Argentinian in Argentina that's had a shave today. But, you know, they are incredibly supportive of their side, but they're also very, very respectful of this All Black side.
We're just waiting to get a hold of Jerry Collins. I don't think he's too far away.
There's some hold up down here in this, I don't know what's going on, but not getting a lot of cooperation here not from the All Blacks, but from the locals. Here he comes.
Well, Jerry Collins now making his way towards Tony Johnson. 3 tries to 1. And let's go and hear now from the winning skipper today.
Well, Jerry, congratulations. Your first win as an All Black captain. Boy, you had to work hard for it.
Yeah, you know, it's tough. We haven't played for a couple of weeks, and we made it tough on ourselves. And can't take anything away from Argentina. You know, we'd be hard to beat at home, and showed enough perseverance to get through it. So.
Tremendous defence at the end.
Yeah, good workout. Probably, you know, not probably what people at home don't want to hear, but I mean, you know, the scoreboard. But I mean,
mate, people who know rugby, they know how tough it is to win here. You did it. Well done.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Thanks.
Yes, a good workout. Typical Jerry Collins, I guess. And it was a tough workout. Sure it was. 16-15 to the Pumas at half-time, but the All Blacks have come back in the second half to win by 25 points to 19.